Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm going to make sure that everyone can hear me. Can everyone see me? Hey, Venice, how you doing? Thanks for coming on the live. I'm just checking my sound, making sure everything is all well. All right, just want to make sure. Yesterday, not everyone got to see the live, so I'm going to just make sure that this is public. I know people see me here, there on Facebook. Hi, how are you doing? We're going to be getting started soon. Thank you so much. You like my shirt? Thank you so much. All right, we're going to get started. All right, I am live on Facebook. I'm also live on YouTube. And if you haven't downloaded the Rewind Network, you definitely should. I'm going live there on there as well. So you want to be sure you check out the Rewind Network. Not only is dropping Gemz Academy on there, but we also have a plethora of shows, different genres, movies, music, and motivational speeches, podcasts, plethora of genres on there. So you definitely want to check out the programming. It's great. The Rewind Network. That's REEWIND. All right, so we're going to get started now. Yesterday, I discussed herbal remedies as well as environmental protections or preventions that you could take to help with your immune health as well as with your seasonal year-long allergies. And today I'll be discussing the dietary remedies as well as physical remedies that you could implement for those of you who are looking to strengthen your immune system as well as help with seasonal year-long allergies, especially now we're going into the fall. So seasonal allergies is an issue that we have to deal with, and also thinking about, boosting the immune system, strengthening your immune system. So today I am going to discuss that tonight. So before I get started, for those of you who are just seeing this webinar for the first time, today is the second night. And my name is Keisha Christian. I am the lead instructor, also a holistic health and wellness educator of Dropping Gemz Academy for Holistic Studies. And I just wanted to share some immune secrets. I have 21 immune secrets that I am sharing tonight. Hello, Sharonda. Hello. Thanks for coming on the live. Much appreciated. All right, so tonight I'll get started. So if you haven't downloaded your book, I suggest that you do so. You could go to droppinggems.com to download your book, but we'll just be going through it tonight, okay? Let me get started. So as I said yesterday, I started off with environmental solutions. As you could see here, we went over various environmental solutions to help with building your immune system, as well as dealing with seasonal allergies. I also went over some herbal remedies that can be used. One, I'll tell you in particular, that can be quite helpful for immune health as well as with seasonal allergies that has been well researched is elderflower and also goldenrod. And what's funny about goldenrod, you actually see goldenrod growing wild on the highways. You usually see it around this time of the year, going into September. October, you'll see a lot of yellow flowers growing along sides of highways, goldenrod. And goldenrod is quite beneficial for allergies as well as your immune system. So tonight we're going to go and we're going to be looking at dietary remedies. All right. So one thing in particular that is, I know, is really popular now is apple cider vinegar. And you want to make sure when you are using apple cider vinegar, you want to make sure that you're getting raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. And for those of you who don't know what it means when it says it's with the mother, there you'll see like a cloudiness, especially towards the bottom, because in the grocery store, of course, it's sitting on the shelf. So everything's going to settle to the bottom. So you see that cloudiness in the apple cider, and you'll see it at the bottom. Especially, they call that the mother of it, the mother of the apple cider vinegar. So this is a one of, I would say, the best allergy remedies along, and it's right in there in your pantry. Many of you probably even have this in your pantry and don't even realize it. I know some people like to cook with apple cider vinegar, so you might have it in your pantry and not even know that. And we know that it's an all-purpose ingredient for everything. People use it in salad dressings, they use it to clean their stove, but few people recognize that apple cider vinegar helps with allergies, as well as you're boosting your immune system, right? Vinegar is known to help reduce mucus production in the body, right? That's why it's so important. It also helps to cleanse your lymphatic system. And you could opt for a quick tablespoon shot or dilute it in a cup of hot water and honey. So that's how some people like to. Some people like to drink it straight. Just be careful when you are consuming apple cider vinegar when it deals with, because even though it's acidic, right, it's very alkaline in the body, but it can cause damage to your teeth, right, the enamel in your teeth. So just be careful when consuming this. But besides that, it is quite beneficial, okay? The next thing you could look at is a locally sourced honey. So wherever you live, that's the honey, that's where you should be purchasing your honey from, right? When we talk about locally sourced honey. And the reason that you want to make sure that you're getting locally sourced honey is because you want to get the pollen in the area, right? So because locally sourced honey will have pollen in it from the area that you live in. So basically what you're doing is you're building up immunity to the allergens in your area by getting locally sourced honey. All right. So with this, it assists with your body's reaction to common allergens. All right. So when you experience symptoms like a runny nose, watery eyes, the body tries to rid itself of these contaminants, and your immune system is tagged with a red flag, and so to speak, right? So rather than suffer from your body's confusion between pollen and grass and actual harmful substances, consuming local honey could help you build up a gradual tolerance for these things happening to you. So local honey naturally contains small traces of the same honey your body is trying to get rid of. All right. Adding a tablespoon or two to your food or drinks won't treat you instantly, right? But with time, it can help you to reduce the effects of these pollens or allergens in your area in particular, right? So this is not an overnight remedy. It's not like taking a pill and then you're going to see something happen overnight. It's not like that at all. But this is something you do over time, right? And within the course I have at Dropping Gemz Academy for immune health, the masterclass that I have, that I am the lead instructor of, I go into more depth on how this can be used and certain things that you could do to help with boosting the immune system. All right. And I even offer recipes as well. So I'll continue. The next thing on the list, right? You want to make sure you're getting vitamin C. Now, so many of us hear about vitamin C, but it's it's crucial and it's very important to get vitamin C into your diet. Yes, you could take supplements, but also knowing natural ways to get more vitamin C into your body is also important as well. So, with vitamin C, if you are an allergy sufferer, one of the things with this is it's a natural antihistamine and antitoxin and an antioxidant, right? So vitamin C supplements and honey have proven to create results equal to over-the-counter medicines like Allegra without the drowsiness. So some of these over-the-counter medications can have these side effects that cause drowsiness. But when you're using more things naturally, such as the honey that I just told you about and the vitamin C, and you were using these things in conjunction over time, then they help, right? They're not going to work. I'll be quite honest with you. It's not going to work as fast as you taking a medicine such as Allegra, but it will help, right? Next thing, vitamin C boosts your immune system, right? That may be why in a 2018 study proved that such oxidative stress is key component to allergic disease, right? Vitamin C was a powerful treatment in that study. High intravenous doses of vitamin C yielded near instant relief. And it's also revealed that people with vitamin C deficiencies are at higher risk for developing allergy related diseases, as well as having a compromised immune system. Now, one of the things during C19, right, those who had that particular virus, right, I'm speaking like this because I'm also airing this on YouTube. One of the things they gave them intravenously was vitamin C. All right. So just I'm just letting you know, these are things that are actually studied and it's out there. Now, looking at an older study in 2000 suggested that 2 grams of vitamin C as a daily supplement to encourage antihistamine quality effects. Reaping its benefits could be as simple as adding more broccoli to your diet, cauliflower, bell peppers, and we're going to get more into bell peppers when I go into flavonoids, but bell peppers as well, very colorful. Cantaloupe, strawberries, tomatoes, kiwi, and citrus fruits to your diet, right? All of these contain vitamin C, and it's a quite natural way to get it. And all they're saying is that all you need is 2 grams daily of vitamin C. The next thing we're going to be looking at is flavonoids, right? So most fruits and vegetables that I just listed for you, or those fruits and vegetables that I listed for you, have contained flavonoids. So as you can see in the picture that's there on the screen, flavonoids are fruits and vegetables that are very colorful. So you see that a lot of times they will tell you to eat the rainbow. There's actually a book by that title, but to eat the rainbow. So when you're eating your foods, they should be naturally colorful because it's high in flavonoids. You want to make sure that you are eating foods as such. So going back to what I was saying, many of the fruits and vegetables listed in this guide share one thing in common. They have flavonoids. It's a term that encompasses over 6,000 substances, most known for giving plants and their vibrant colors, right? So we're talking about bell peppers, as I mentioned before, also high in vitamin C, good source of vitamin C, as well as containing flavonoids. We're talking about your berries, especially after a workout, getting your berries in. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, cherries, my favorite. Those all contain flavonoids, right? So you want to make sure these are things you're getting in your diet. Many of the healthiest food sources contain flavonoids, such as apples, apricots, black beans, blueberries, cabbage, onions, parsley, pears, pinto beans, raspberries, strawberries, and tomatoes. This is not an exhaustive list. There are many more, but These are some of the common things that I know that people consume. So all of these things contain flavonoids, and these flavonoids help to increase your effect of getting vitamin C into your body. Yes, now I know you might be saying, "Oh, this is so much to shop for," but not really, right? All you have to remember is to eat fresh produce and cut down on ultra processed foods and drink lots of water. And I have to tell you, one of the things in this the class that the master class, the holistic immune masterclass that I am going to be teaching at Dropping Gems Academy, I do go into, I actually have a whole module on water, and I go into the importance of water, and also water recipes are included in this module as well. Right. So if you want to learn more about this, you could definitely learn more at Dropping Gems Academy for Holistic Studies. All of this information and so much more is included. All right, so you want to make sure to get brighter foods, going back to flavonoids, right? That have more color in your meals and the greater the antioxidants. So, ladies, especially, you want to make sure you're getting antioxidants in your food because remember, antioxidants, they help with wrinkles, right? So, by getting your water and your antioxidants in, flavonoids, your vitamin C. It really helps with your skin and reducing wrinkles. All right. Just wanted to put that out there. So let's move on. The next thing we have here are mushrooms and reishi mushrooms, right? So reishi mushrooms they're not mushrooms that are particularly palatable, meaning that it's not a mushroom that you would cook with, right? But it is a mushroom that you would drink as a tea. Okay, so there's some studies that have certain mushrooms like reishi mushroom can be effective against allergic reaction and also boosting the immune system. I know one thing with me, I know flu season's coming, right? So one of the things that what I like to do, I actually would drink mushroom tea, right? I like to mix it with raw cacao, right? That's raw chocolate. So I'll mix that with some, I have the tea. I'll add the raw chocolate to it. I should say it like that. I have the chocolate powder. I'll mix it with it, add some almond milk to it, and I will drink that. And that is something that will definitely assist with boosting the immune system. And also it fights against allergic reactions, right? So this has been linked to alleviating a number of other health problems. So there's an article that's actually published by Livestrong titled The Benefits and Side Effects of Reishi Mushrooms. And it actually states within that article, reishi reduces symptoms of seasonal allergies by acting as an expectorant and it's also antiviral. So going back to what I was saying, where I drink reishi mushroom tea during flu season because I know it's antiviral. And it's also anti-inflammatory agent, right? So in addition to ganaric acids containing allergenic agents and inhibiting histamine release, it also improves liver function. So incorporating reishi into your diet assists with liver function. And anti-allergenic properties are also found in immune boosting ling zing 8 protein, right? So that's just another name they give reishi mushroom. So this is something that is thoroughly researched. So reishi mushroom, and if you want to learn more on how to use reishi mushroom, I actually go more into that in my course. Another thing that will assist with your immune health, as well as with seasonal year-long allergies, are probiotics. Yeah, prebiotics, and we have probiotics. I'm not going to be really discussing prebiotics here, but I'll be discussing probiotics. I go into more in depth of probiotics and prebiotics and how they work together in my course at Dropping Gems Academy, right? So definitely interested in learning more about that, you can sign up for the course. But I'll go into probiotics. So with probiotics, it's an immune imbalance you have, right? It sometimes causes the development of allergic disease. So when you have an imbalance, right? Especially, we would say more so in your gut, these things will happen, right? So you want to make sure that your gut is producing a healthy level of bacteria. The immune system can respond by triggering more severe reactions to foreign irritants like pollen, grass, and dust. By incorporating more probiotics into your diet, like yogurt, kombucha, kimchi, and other fermented foods, you introduce healthy bacteria into your body, which could ward off allergy triggers, right? So, one of the things for me, I personally cannot take probiotics in the pill form. So I have to make my own probiotics. So whether that's a drink or for fermenting vegetables or things like that, I have to do for myself so I can get more probiotics in my diet. That's one of the things that I have to do. And this is something that I teach, and I also show how to make your own probiotics in the course at Dropping Gemz Academy. So that's just something I wanted to put out there for those of you who are interested in learning more. The next thing we have is spicy seasoning. Now, me, I love food with spice. Like, I need to have my seasoning in my food, and I like my food kind of spicy, right? You know, I like some heat to my food, and this is quite helpful because adding spice to your meals, like turmeric, cinnamon, garlic, ginger, horseradish, and hot pepper do more than make your dishes tasty, right? The anti-inflammatory properties of these spice seasonings can make it easier for you to breathe through allergenic symptoms. So you have compounds like sulfur, quercetin, and additionally, anti-inflammatories make all of the above go-to choices for any home concoction, right? So there are actually some seasonings that you could put together to use as an immune booster. For instance, we know that turmeric is quite popular. So we know that turmeric helps with inflammation, but you have to be sure to incorporate cayenne pepper or black pepper with that, right? Because then it helps to metabolize in the body much better to then help with inflammation. So that's one of the things I'm just giving you one thing in particular. We're using turmeric in that sense. I actually have recipes that use different seasonings and different drinks you could make, especially with turmeric. I do have a drink that can be made, and I have recipes for this in the workbook that goes along with the course. So those of you who are interested in learning more about this could definitely check out the course. And if you're still here, I will put the link at the bottom for that. Now we're going to go into physical remedies. All right. So what are some things you could do physically to assist you with strengthening your immune system and also to help relieve the symptoms of seasonal year-long allergies? So the first thing you want to make sure is you get active. Now, our body, some of us may not want to move, but our body wants to move. We want to move. Your body wants to move. Your body wants to exercise. You may not want to, right? Because I know I'm one. I don't particularly like exercising, full disclosure, but I know it's important. And I know it's important for me to get moving. So if exercise isn't at the top of your list, right, you have to just keep in mind that research out of Thailand discovered that at least 30 minutes of moderate to intense physical exercise every day can result in a drastic relief of allergy symptoms. Yes. And one thing I know with me, if I have a stuffy nose or anything like that, I notice if I do yoga or if I do any type of strength training, that immediately helps to clear my sinuses, right? So I know this personally. You need to get active. That helps with your immune system, helps boosting your immune system. It also helps with your allergies, those who have any symptoms of that, right? Research believes exercise provides relief through anti-inflammatory results of physical activity. So getting physical activity in can help with inflammation. It also helps alleviate pressure surrounding your nasal passages, like what I just said to you. When I am doing any type of yoga or anything like that, if I have a stuffy nose, what I notice, yoga or strength training, what I notice, if my nose is kind of stuffy, it naturally clears up. My nose will naturally unclog. You know, that's just something that happens naturally. The next thing, what's quite popular, if you never heard of it, is a neti pot and saline, right? So saline is a type of salt, and then we have neti pots. Kind of looks like a genie bottle, right? So the nasal passage is comprised of a collection of small passageways tunneled through various cracks and crevices that can trap dirt, pollen, and other irritants. When the body identifies the presence of a foreign substance, it won't rest until it's been expelled. The more the body attempts to flush it from your system, the more mucus it can produce as a form of protection. Neti pots are a simple cure for that runny nose or the coughing and sneezing that won't let up, right? So you want to make sure you read the instructions carefully. When you get your neti pot, read the instructions carefully before attempting to use a neti pot. You may also want to add a saline solution to help flush out of your nasal passages. Now, one of the things when I do use a neti pot, I do not use tap water, right? So I will either use boiled water or bottled water to that's what I put in the pot for when I'm using my neti pot. I don't use water from the tap because I want to make sure I don't get any infections in my nasal passage. So that's just a tip. So make sure that if you do decide to purchase a neti pot, that you are reading the instructions that come with the neti pot. Now, there are some people who don't like neti pots, right? They feel weird running the water through their nose. So another thing that you can use is a nasal spray, right? So for those of you who don't like that type of therapy, you could use a nasal spray. So you just spritz the saline into your nose once a day to help move those harmful irritants out of your nasal passage. If you're looking for a homemade solution besides saline, you could try a nasal bulb to distribute a mix of the following natural spray. So this is just a simple recipe that you could use. You could use 3 teaspoons of iodine-free salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, right? So you would store this combination in an airtight container until you're ready to use it. And for administration, you would take 1 teaspoon of that mixture and you would combine it with a mixture of 8 ounces of boiled or distilled water. You want to make sure you let the water cool before using it. So you're not going to do this while the water is hot. So you want to make sure you don't burn yourself. And you're going to lean over the sink and flush out 1 nostril at a time, right? So those are the options you could use. The next you're going to look at is steam treatment. So that's something that you could use as well. So you have the steam treatment. So with the steam treatment, this is an old-fashioned trick that can offer relief when the time is of the essence. So this was something that actually I used to do when I was younger, when I had a stuffy nose. This is something my mom used to make me do with the steam treatment. And she would boil the water, put it in the pot, and I would put my head over. Now, actually, this is something I even did during C19. During the pandemic, I had a mixture of herbs that I used, and I would put my head over the mixture of herbs, and then I would just inhale it. And I did this also to help with boosting my immune system in that sense. But when I was younger, I did it too. My mom did it too for a stuffy nose. So I decided to use the same trick that I learned as a child to help with boosting my immune system and making sure that I'm getting I'm inhaling certain particular herbs and things like that to help with viruses. So that's something that I did. I like to also do it during cold and flu season. If I go outside, I'll come inside, and this is something I will do. If you want to learn more about the types of herbs and things like that you could use to help with that time of the year, cold and flu season, to help boost your immune system, I actually do go more into depth into that also in the workbook that we have that goes along with the course. All these things are in there if you want to learn more. All right. And next we have is acupuncture. So acupuncture is an ancient Eastern therapy that is used to relieve a wide range of health issues, ranging from pain to depression, right? And acupuncture is something that I have used greatly in the past, and it is so helpful for so many things, for adjusting your mood, and also I would like to say it helps with clearing of the meridians. So even with that, it could help greatly along with everything else we have here in conjunction. Acupuncture does help with a lot of different things, a lot of different ailments, right? It also is used to alleviate the effects of certain digestive issues and immune deficiencies. A study by the European Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology proved that acupuncture had been a successful alternative therapy used to reduce allergy symptoms naturally, right? So something to look at. It assists with your immune system as well as your allergies. It's 2 for 1. So that's something you would definitely check out. And I do go in more into depth into acupuncture and acupoints and different things you could do within the course I have at Dropping Gemz Academy. Now, lastly, the last one, this is 21, hot and cold compress, right? Most athletes have heard their coaches sing the praises of hot and cold therapy. After dealing with hours or even days of swollen eyes, inflamed passageways, your body can become even more irritated. To ease the discomfort of sinus pressure, start by rinsing your face, then covering it with a warm towel and compress. Make sure that you're targeting your nose, your eyes, or your forehead. Then, when the compress cools, remove it and wrap a cold, wet washcloth or ice pack wrapped in paper towels over your face too. If necessary, you can alternate between hot and cold wraps until you feel the desired relief after. All right. So these are the 21 remedies. And you could actually get this book from my website, Dropping Gemz. That's DROPPGGEMZ.com. And if you register today, you could sign up for the first class that we have, which is all about physical remedies. And I just want you to keep in mind, because someone just said, oh, Sharana, spicy foods are rough on your stomach. So make sure that everything that I am offering to you today, as far as different remedies that you could use, you don't have to use everything all at once. Just keep that in mind, okay? These are just tips that I'm giving where you can do gradually, all right? So let me just put the website up so you can see where you could register. So if you want to get more information, you can register at www.droppinggemzacademy.com. You can register for your course. Let me see the comments here. Yes. Venice said, I got mine. So she got her her ebook. So make sure you go there and get your free ebook, right? So you could just learn more. There's even more information that I actually went over in these 2 days in this webinar. So you definitely want to make sure that you get this. All right. So anyone else? Sharonda, you said you love mushrooms. Oh, I love mushrooms too. But the particular mushroom that I'm talking about in this particular book, reishi mushroom, is not a mushroom that you would eat. You would use it as in tea form. And as I said earlier, that's something that you would learn more about in the course, actually go into more detail. But thank you for sharing, Sharonda. And I thank you all for watching tonight. Make sure that you get your free ebook and you register at www.droppinggemsacademy, excuse me, www.droppinggems.com. That's DROPPINGGMZ.com. And make sure that you get your free ebook. And I have part 1 is up tonight, right? And for those of you who sign up, you get a special deal. The part 1 of this course I'm offering for only $50. You have modules 1 through 6, right? So you're learning all about natural allergy symptoms, gut health, learning how to different water recipes, and all of that you'll be learning about within this course. All right, so definitely you want to sign up. And I thank you so much for watching tonight's webinar. This is Keisha Christian. I'm signing out, lead instructor of Dropping Gemz Academy for Holistic Studies. Be sure to visit our website at www.droppinggems.com. That's DROPPINGGEMZ.com. Peace, blessings, much abundance to you, and holistic health.